In today's show, Bitcoin hitting $200,000 by December of 2021 is now conservative, according to statistician Willy Woo, who says Bitcoin is more likely to reach $300,000 in a year's time thanks to the amplified bullish feedback loop, which he breaks down in this Twitter thread. My top model suggesting $200,000 per Bitcoin by the end of 2021 looks conservative. $300,000 not out of the question. The current market on average paid $7,456 for their Bitcoins. You are all geniuses. I'll be breaking down the highlights from this thread, and he also goes on to share, I've never been so bullish for 2021. Also in today's episode, Bitcoin moves $500,000 around the globe every second, says Samson Mao, the chief strategy officer at Blockstream, who recently tweeted right here, Bitcoin moves nearly $500,000 in value around the globe permissionlessly every second. It was never about transactions per second and coffee. It's all about value transacted per second and a new financial paradigm. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, why one analyst says Bitcoin is on the cusp of busting through $20,000. That's right, Mohit Saraut, founding partner at Bayatsu Capital, argues that Bitcoin could soon enter a bigger multi-month rally, and he goes on to share that he expects Bitcoin to break past $20,000 upon the next attempt. And also Michael Van de Poppe points out the likelihood of a correction is slowly increasing. In today's show, we'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. You can see Bitcoin and all the major altcoins are back in the green, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. Lots to discuss today. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. I'm JV. By the way, so Bitcoin hitting $200,000 by December of 2021 is now conservative, according to popular statistician Willy Woo. Let's break it down, shall we? Bitcoin hitting $300,000 in just 1 year's time is not out of the question, according to popular crypto analyst Willy Woo. In a series of recent tweets on December 1st, he states that he's never been so bullish on Bitcoin's prospects for 2021. Let's break down this thread right here. Views on 2021. My top model suggesting $200,000 per Bitcoin by the end of 2021 looks conservative. $300,000 not out of the question. The current market on average paid $7,456 for their Bitcoins. You are all geniuses. Touche. So let's celebrate, geniuses. Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out his next tweet in this thread. I've never been so bullish for 2021. This re-accumulation phase coincides with spot market inventory depletion, roughly 2x longer and deeper than the last cycle. It will send Bitcoin, and this graph is brought to you by Glassnode, and you can see the Bitcoin held on spot exchanges is decreasing, which is a great sign that there could potentially be a Bitcoin shortage in the near term, especially with companies like Grayscale and MicroStrategy and Square and PayPal purchasing up all the Bitcoin mine supply. That's right, just between PayPal purchasing up 70% of the newly mined Bitcoin supply and Square purchasing up 30%, there's only so much Bitcoin to go around. It's basic supply and demand, stock to flow. As he points out right here, inventory dropped 19% over the past 10 months, and it's going to continue as these major companies and institutions keep sucking up Bitcoin like a black hole. All right, now for his next tweet he shared right here. Also, the dollar gain in market cap per dollar invested has significantly increased over past cycles. Hodlers holding stronger. It was $2 in the 2013 bull run, $2.50 in 2017, and $3.50 or more for 2021, all pointing to reflexivity increasing and amplified 2021 bullish feedback loop. As he shares here in this graph, it shows Bitcoin market cap gain per dollar invested. And now checking out some of the responses, which is always entertaining to check out. Panther wrote, I do not believe it, Mr. Woo. That is going to be wrong. See Dave the Wave, stock to flow is bollocks. And Willy Woo responded, the model isn't based on stock to flow, just uses the cumulative average price. It expresses expresses a line that has hit every cycle, the magic of mean reversion. And then Panther responded, thanks for your reply. Yes, sorry, I did not know that it was not based on stock to flow, but it is giving a similar result. And I firmly believe the stock to flow prediction, and hence yours too, will be wrong. The day of the wave prediction will be what happens, far lower. Otherwise, I'm a huge fan, and thanks. Then Total Freedom responded with a great point. Stock to flow is not bollocks. Seriously, it has been the most accurate model to date, and it keeps being very accurate. Touche. Now here's a great question from Bald Greg, who asks, does the average price include lost Bitcoin? As we all know, there's probably millions of lost BTC. Willy Woo responded, realized price. Yes, it's measured at the price last paid before they were lost. So very minor impact, as most coins were lost at prices below a few $100s. You can read more by searching realized cap by Coin Metrics. So let me know your thoughts surrounding Willy Woo's $300,000 Bitcoin price prediction by the end of next year. I also like to point out that Citibank Analyst recently came out predicting a $318,000 Bitcoin price by the end of 2021, which Willy Woo is right in alignment with his prediction right here. So let's continue to break this down further. Woo used his technical top cap metric to deliver the forecast. Despite being what his analytics website Woodbull calls experimental, top cap has accurately matched price tops in the past, as you can see right here on your screen. Now continuing, he eyed the decreasing amount of Bitcoin held on spot exchanges as a sign that bullish price action would be catalyzed in the coming 12 months. As he went on to share, I've never been so bullish for 2021, and he included this reaccumulation phase coincides with spot market inventory depletion, roughly 2x longer and deeper than the last cycle. It will send Bitcoin. Now for the $1 million question, is anyone actually bearish on 2021? Sky high price predictions have come thick and fast over the course of the past couple of months, with quant analyst Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow, as his model predicts a $100,000 Bitcoin price by December of 2021. I should say the stock to flow X also predicts a $288,000 Bitcoin price medium average between the years 2020 and 2024. But what's interesting is the stock to flow price prediction of a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of the next year is actually conservative in comparison to Willy Woo and Citibank, as I pointed out. But beyond technical circles, familiar figures such as serial investors Michael Novogratz have begun taking price predictions to the mainstream. In the case, Novogratz told actress Macy Williams from Game of Thrones last month that Bitcoin would head to $20,000 and then to $65,000. Williams subsequently invested, and this week, meanwhile, a giant $590,000 Bitcoin price forecast, which I shared on yesterday's episode, courtesy of the realized profit / loss metric, which has returned to its classic bull run launch position. So as you can see, things are more bullish right now in the market than ever before. And before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin moves $500,000 around the globe every second, says Samson Mao. Let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin up about 0.5% for the day, trading at $18,800. We have Ethereum up 1.8%, trading at $590. Also like to point out that Ethereum 2.0 rolled out yesterday on December 1st. We also have Miss Litecoin up about 6%, trading just above $87. We have XRP up 1.3%, trading at 61.3 cents. And then we have Stellar Lumens in the green, Cardano in the green, BNB in the green, Uniswap in the green, SNX in the green, Chainlink in the green. So as you can see, it's not just Bitcoin, but all the major altcoins in the green. Now, what I love to see about Bitcoin right now is we're reaching a resistance and correcting, and it's short-lived, and it's surging right back to an even higher level. So I would not be surprised for Bitcoin to break $20,000 here in the near future. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. All right, now for our next story of the day. Bitcoin moves $500,000 around the globe every second, says Samson Mao. That's right, Blockstream Samson Mao wants to move the conversation away from Bitcoin's performance in transactions per second and towards its role in ushering in a new financial paradigm that is serving as a permissionless medium for store and transfer of value. As he tweeted right here on crypto Twitter, Bitcoin moves nearly $500,000 in value around the globe permissionlessly every second. It was never about transactions per second and coffee. Take that, Roger Ver. It's all about value transacted per second and a new financial paradigm. Then he continues, value transactions per second, not transactions per second. Nothing comes close to Bitcoin. And he shared this, as you can see right here, as value transactions per second reaches an all-time high at approximately $486,000 per second moving in BTC. Now, in comparison to Bitcoin Cash with only $29,000 value per second, Ethereum $23,000, Litecoin $7,000, and XRP $2,000. Then he continues on right here. The representation of the dots is actually quite accurate for Bitcoin. 48 is $10,000. Might not cross the line every second, but 480 dots will cross the line over a 10-second time frame. And he continues, the video was inspired by a stupid XRP marketing video comparing their ish coins to transactions per second to Bitcoins. And then he continues one more time. Calculations were all done by not Grubels using on-chain data. So there you have it. So yeah, Mao's argument is that value transacted per second and not transactions per second is what really counts. Calculations for the video reportedly made using on-chain data by the editor of the Blockstream Engineering blog, who goes by Grubels on Twitter. The editor similarly tweeted that Bitcoin scales just fine. One Bitcoin can store an infinite amount of value. That's a fact. Blockchain.com data shows that as of December 1st, the total estimated value of transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain was estimated at $4.6 billion. This figure hit $5.1 billion, close to its all-time high on November 5th. As you can see right here, it shows the estimated transaction value in US dollars. Transactions per second have long been presented as a purported Achilles heel for Bitcoin, whose capacity maxes out at a lower threshold than competitor coins like Ethereum. This is notably the line taken by Bitcoin Cash evangelist Roger Ver, who touts the asset as a better currency for retail adoption and small-scale transactions. Now, Mao's line on Bitcoin has been consistent, arguing that those who are interested in everyday transactions can use second-layer solutions like the Lightning Network. Bitcoin in itself, he says, has an altogether different purpose. He goes on the record to share, it's more of a store of value and a medium of wealth transfer. Touche. That's what I've been saying. It's not something you would use every day in payments. I've said this before, and people have twisted around and said, I hate Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is bad for payments. That's a fact. If you want to use something for payments, there's a lot of other scalable options out there that are superior. Bitcoin is a superior store of wealth, and a store of value is digital gold, gold 2.0. It is what it is. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day and we discuss why one analyst says Bitcoin is on the cusp of busting through $20,000, and we do some Bitcoin technical analysis, first let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $563 billion with $225 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and Bitcoin dominance barely back on the climb at 62.4%. I believe yesterday was 62.2% according to CoinMarketCap. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Sushi Swap up a whopping 20%, trading at $2.13. Elron up 7.5%, trading just below $10. Ave up 7.5%, trading at $83. Thor Chain up 7.5%, trading at 94 cents. And Near Protocol up 6%, trading at $1.16. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100, we have Algor down about 15%, trading at about $13.47. Dash down 8%, trading at $104. Ethereum Classic down 8%, trading at $6.25. Status down about 8%, trading at 3.9 cents. And Numeraire down 7%, trading at $31. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular do you have your eyes on right now and you're watching here in the markets? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out the Binance margins, we can see the bears are barely in control, leading with 50.75% shorts versus 49.25% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 92 in extreme greed. Yesterday was as high as I've seen it in the past previous years at a 95, and last week a 94 in extreme greed, and last month a 71 in greed. Now, if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day and we do this Bitcoin technical analysis, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 600 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button to help support the channel and receive daily crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Also, you can find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 cryptopreneurs just like yourself from all over the world. To become a part of it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. The current market sentiment around Bitcoin is currently mixed as Bitcoin price dropped almost immediately by 10% right after hitting its previous all-time high above $19,892 just yesterday, December 1st. Nevertheless, some analysts and fund managers anticipate the dominant crypto to rise past 20,000 in the short term. I'm one of those guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But others are adamant that there will be another correction first, as seen in previous bull cycles. Let's start with the recent 10% drop as soon as we hit that all-time high just yesterday. Now, we recovered quite quickly, faster than usual. So I also like to point that out, that the market is stronger than it's ever been before, in my humble opinion. But there's many compelling reasons to believe that a deeper Bitcoin correction is coming. In the past, we had multiple 30% and even 40% pullbacks, accompanied major uptrends such as in 2017. Thus, the current Bitcoin correction of roughly 10% from the all-time high is relatively minor by comparison. That's right, it's nothing, and we recovered quite quickly, and then it broke back down once again. So I think once we test 20K again, it's going to break through. That's just my thoughts. I feel that could happen by the end of this week, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Meanwhile, Mohit Sarat, the founding partner of Bayatsu Capital, argues that Bitcoin can soon enter a bigger multi-month rally. He emphasized that the medium-term outlook of Bitcoin remains highly positive, despite the price falling to break the key psychological $20,000 barrier upon its first attempt. The Bitcoin price was rejected right before hitting $20,000 with a strong reaction from sellers across the spot markets. And as I pointed out in great detail in yesterday's episode, on-chain analysts attributed the drop to a combo of miners and whales selling. Now, the futures market too took a hit, as well as following the initial spot-driven sell-off. The derivatives market was already overheated before the drop, reaching a high of $23,000 on the CME, alongside a surging Bitcoin futures funding rate and a record high fear and greed index of 95, as I pointed out a little earlier, which is as high as I've ever seen it in the previous years. Now, since the market was swayed towards buyers, this meant that if a minor drop occurs, the probability of a larger drop caused by cascading liquidations was high. This resulted in the drop that resulted in Bitcoin bouncing off the $18,000 support area. Now for the billion-dollar question, is Bitcoin now on the cusp of a major breakout? Some analysts now expect Bitcoin to break past $20,000 upon the next attempt. I feel it's likely to happen, but once again, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Specifically, Sarat pinpointed the relative strength index, better known as the RSI, of Bitcoin's 1-month chart. As you can see right here on your screen, it shows that in spite of a recent uptrend, the RSI is still at 69, which is neutral. An asset becomes overbought if it surpasses 75 on the RSI indicator. He shared the following: zoomed out and couldn't help but notice Bitcoin is on the cusp of a truly special multi-month rally. I couldn't agree more. Now, additionally, a pseudonymous crypto derivatives trader known as Flood echoed this sentiment. He said that a strong rally after a fake-out rally to all-time high is not unlikely. He shared the following on crypto Twitter: all-time high fake-out followed by actual all-time high would be classic. Long Bitcoin here at $18,800. However, it's still important to keep in mind that the possibility of a Bitcoin price correction still persists. Other traders, however, believe that the probability of a correction would continue to increase if Bitcoin consolidates under $19,000. We have Michael van de Poppe, full-time trader at the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, said the weakening momentum increases the likelihood of a pullback. As he shared here on crypto Twitter, the likelihood of a correction is slowly increasing. That's right. And in response to some people right here, someone wrote, "Where's the alt season here in this pattern?" And Michael van de Poppe responded, "After the correction." So technically, if you really think about it, an argument could be made that the bull run of Bitcoin is indeed overextended. Over the past two minor pullbacks, lower time frame charts like the 4-hour and the 1-day chart shows Bitcoin trading closely above the short-term moving averages or moving averages. This signifies that Bitcoin is not overbought on the lower time frames. However, on the weekly and monthly chart, Bitcoin is still significantly above the short-term moving averages, which indicates that a large correction could occur. As Cointelegraph reported, some traders have said that a correction to around $13,000 should not come as a surprise for this reason, as previous bull cycles have shown. If Bitcoin drops further, the major support area should be found at 13,000 and 13,800 and above 15,000 on the high time frame charts. So there you have it. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. Bitcoin hitting $200,000 by December 2021 is now conservative, according to statistician Willy Woo, who says it's more likely to reach $300,000 in a year's time. And he says thanks to an amplified bullish feedback loop, as he broke down right here on crypto Twitter. Now, to coincide with that, I also got to point out that a few weeks back, Citibank Analyst predicts $318,000 Bitcoin price for 2021 by December, which is right in alignment with Willy Woo. Also in today's show, as I pointed out, one analyst says Bitcoin is going on the cusp of busting through $20,000, and I feel this is likely to happen. It's only a matter of time. And as Michael Van de Poppe points out, the likelihood of a correction is slowly increasing. That's right. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video. You'll be glad you did. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.